favorite song of the day coming to you from Cave. I'm your host, Mark Harris. This Friday, saying that Friday. It is the last Friday of season 5, so give me a good one. It is Octane Friday, and that's when we kick it up a notch. We're throwing heavier stuff at you, and we had lots of contenders, as we always do, and it's always the usual suspects: Rat, Whitesnake, Scorpions, Queensryche. A lot of my favorites there, but in the end, we land with these guys here, Van Halen. I listen to them every week, pretty regularly, but it might be a little bit of a twist, surprise, see, with this particular album, because it is the least listened to of the records of theirs. Number 1 being Fair Warning, number 2 being probably Diver Down, believe it or not, pretty close with 1984, then Van Halen 1, then Van Halen 2, and Van Halen 2 does not get enough airplay. I played that whole thing recently in my car, and I was like, why don't I listen to this more? This is such a good record. And then there's this one, Women and Children First, or I guess in my case, Women and Children Last, but this is a good record. Came out this week, coming up March 26, 1980, is the 45th anniversary of this record, coming in at 33 minutes and 35 seconds. Remember, all these records were 30 minutes long because they were putting out records every year, every other year. And they didn't have to put out these magnum opuses that were 60 minutes long. This is the first album that has no covers on it. The first two did. Definitely heavier than the first two, a precursor to Fair Warning, their heaviest record and their best record. Recorded in 2 weeks at Sunset Studio. They had a couple of songs that they'd been playing live for a while, Fools and Loss of Control. Those were concert tracks that they finally put down. Other interesting of note, Could This Be Magic is the only track that has a female backing vocalist ever from Van Halen, and that person is Nicolette Larson. Who remembers what she sang? I mean, she's a very famous singer as far as with Neil Diamond and stuff like that, but her song, Lot of Love, I think that one went to number 1. Gonna take a lot of love. There you go. I'm singing. Watch out for season 6. The first 2 songs we're going to skip over because that's what your song of the days are, but there's some all right stuff in here. I just tried listening to it. It's not grabbing me. Tora. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I need to hear from you out there if you're a fan of this record. Other than these first 2 songs, tell me which ones grab you, because I have a tougher time with that. But the first 2 songs are where we're landing here, and it starts off with that, and The Cradle Will Rock, and you think it's Eddie on guitar, right? You think that's him playing. It's not. It's not a guitar. It's whatever this is. It's a phase shifter affected electric Wurlitzer piano fed through a Marshall amplifier. In concert, it was Michael Anthony who played keyboards on this record, and then that rolls right into Everybody Wants Some, which, I mean, you can't hear that without thinking of Better Off Dead in that claymation scene. I want my $2. But anyway, these first 2 songs, I played them several times, and I was like, these are solid Van Halen songs. I forget to listen to them, but when they come on, especially in the Cradle Will Rock, when that comes on, I don't change it. It's a good one. So that's your song of the day, and The Cradle Will Rock, what you're throwing in. Everybody Wants Some. I don't know what's going on. I almost didn't get this episode in today, to be honest. I don't even know if there's going to be any graphics. Certainly we'll get some audio in there, but it's like season 1 without the graphics. But we need to get it in there for the end of season 5 as that begins to wrap up early next week. So your song of the day, you're doing Van Halen, you're cranking it up. It's Octane Friday. What else can you ask for? As you roll into this weekend, make sure you give this one a listen and comment below. Are we doing more this weekend? We're going to try. We got Saturday. We got Slow Down Sunday. Is there a Slow Down Sunday? Oh my gosh, is there going to be a Slow Down Sunday? I hope so. All right. Van Halen, you got it. Have a good one. And as usual, catch you on the flip side.